style 4.0. This is mainly doing this teaching online and so on. When today they say that education is liberated, liberal arts. We are offering today computer science, computer application, mathematics, commerce, management studies. It's coming soon. Once this COVID is over, the parliament is going to pass the bill, National Education Policy 2020, which will provide the space for liberal arts. A student can do any course, putting bundling together, a degree is given according to his liking. So there, what happens, they can do from the institution, from anywhere in the world too. So what is expected of you as of us, I'm also teacher, is that each of us become an expert in conducting, offering, delivering 2 or 3 courses. You must be really an expert. Suppose if I am teaching software engineering, I should know how to handle this subject for multiple groups of students, multiple categories of students. So you become an expert in one subject, one course. I already asked you that to prepare a short video of 3 minutes, 5 minutes, introducing the course. I'm happy that 1 or 2 I've done. I went through, but I have to give a feedback how to improve upon this. We shall do so. So when you introduce your course, you are known not in the campus, you are known internationally. Please keep in mind, you become a global figure. You are no more tied down to the physical campus. You are making yourself known to the entire world. Last week, the Sacred College, the biochemistry department had a session in which participants were there from Brazil, from the South America, participants were there, and they were asking more programs, more courses from Sacred College. So that is the important thing. They are asking for more programs. So each of you, I know there's so much of depth in you in your course. You need to come out with a course which you offer to our students. We are lucky to have a set of students with us. Experiment, work on it, fine tune, make it better. In India, we have Don Bosco institutions 46. In the world, we have 150 or 200. You can reach out and you go to the American setup. There are so many institutions are there. So act locally, think globally. This is what is needed. So when I'm saying this, I'm happy that you're taken this course seriously. So again, I like to congratulate Father Sagaraj and the team, entire team for doing this. They have taken enormous effort, but you get into it. As a result of this, you should become a leader in using technology for the betterment of the students. And this is the first stage. I say you become a developers of the course. I like to take it to one more level. That is, I'm just thinking of this. I'm not shared with Father Sagaraj, not even because he asked me to prepare come for a video. In that context, I put these two things together, because today we are not sure how the education is going to be for this semester, and we need to move forward when the institution will open. Even if they open, it is going to be online to some great extent. So I'm just thinking of creating a virtual education center. Of course, this virtual education center will be run by Bosco Soft Technology in collaboration with Don Bosco College. So what happens, I would like to increase the employment opportunities for our staff, the revenue generation. We have to make some revenue. We are, our college is running for 99% for 99.5% for the first graduation, for the disadvantaged or what you call backward communities and so on. So we cannot push it on the students to pay, but we can create our own revenue channels. So what does it mean? So we'll work together. You have to offer your course. We will take this course to the international. There is a person, Father Rector was sharing with us, a man who makes 8 lakhs per day per month just taking classes online in Chennai. He knows him personally and he gives 10% of that to the church as a donation. That is 80,000 is giving to the church as a donation. It's happening in India, in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai. And I believe that each can do. Let's be proud that teaching is the noblest profession. We should find happiness, but the way of teaching, the way of reaching out to the students are changing. There is a rapid transformation taking place. Let's get into this journey of transformation and become leaders in this journey. This is what I ask you. So we will try to work together and try to promote this to other universities across US, UK. There are possibilities. If you, I request the management studies department to come with a plan. The plan, management and commerce should give the, how do you take it forward from the business perspective. I would like them to give a plan. They can discuss with me how it can be done. One is to the schools, how do you teach? From what do you call K to 12, from LKG to 12th standard. How the US education system is very simple. It is based on disciplines and standards. We could get some input because we are working with US schools. We are working with colleges in France. So we can connect you to all this. So both working together, that will set the ground for a greater possibilities for all our teachers. So that is the management commerce could work on this. Whereas every department, mathematics can work only on mathematics, teaching mathematics. How do you use these tools? Creative way of teaching, constructing knowledge, and putting interest into the students come with new possibilities. And English can do that. Computer science, of course, can do. So all the departments can be engaged. So this teaching that I'm proposing at 3 levels. One is for the schools across the continents. Second, for the higher education institutions. We can work along with Coursera. Coursera is kind of an online university, no? So we can create our own virtual university. That is the second level with the higher education institutions. And at the third level, we offer these courses for industries. Everybody is asking for online training. You know, we go and check in ICNW, that is Indian Cooperative Network for Women Empowerment. It's not a private limited, public limited. And they have done enormous work. And Dr. Samuel had just introduced us to this organization. And what they need today is to develop their own faculty, develop for their staff. Do you have training for the NGO people? So we can provide this training, education and training for the schools, for the colleges, for the industries, for the NGOs. So enormous opportunities are there. So this is the context in which you have to see this LMS, but you cannot go to that level. We cannot connect you with some people if you do not become creative and innovative in delivering your course. So think of the possibilities. There are still a lot of things I can share, but I feel that it is given to the team. So Benedict can work on that line, but maybe we start for some time on that and the other departments can work. If you think that it makes sense, we'll do, because we have to ensure that financially we are okay. You know, I understand talking to different people what is happening. So I'm just generating what you call a revenue stream, how to go about. It will not happen unless we do all the groundwork. The groundwork has to be done. After this 2 hours, if you go and take off and just bother your work, it will not help. The whole day you have to spend on this Moodle. And I wish that there is some assessment is done for all. the team must make sure who is improving. The tracking is important. Only then, if whatever I have said will be realized only if you really apply your mind. And those who apply the mind can be identified and taken to the next level. So this is the context in which I wish you share your thoughts on this. I want you to give your feedback on what I said. Individually, send me a mail marking a copy to your HOD. Without the head of the department, it is not possible. So please mark a copy to HOD, Vice Principal, and me, and share your thoughts on what you have understood and how you can respond. So whatever I said, what you please check what you have understood and how you can respond to this proposal, and that's the framework or the background in which you must take part in this course. So once again, congratulations and appreciation to all of you for taking time to learn and learn the maximal you can, and so that we can keep growing as individuals and benefit for the students and for the entire college. So wish you a happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Father, for your wonderful and inspiring insights this morning. It's like a boost and tonic to our minds. No, you really vibrated every nerve of our brain cell to work towards and to gear up towards this new learning and teaching platform. Thank you so much, Father, once again. We'll get back to you soon. Now over to Professor J. Mary Ma'am to take up today's workshop.
Okay, thank you, Father. Before we start, I would like to get the feedback from all the faculty members as to how the session was yesterday. Would you like to suggest anything that could improvise the sessions today? Any suggestions from the participants? You can.
Yeah, staff members, you can. Yeah, we have unmuted all your mics. You can speak. Yeah, you can unmute your mic and speak if you want to express any your suggestions.
Or you can give it, send it by chat also.
Chat also, yeah, anything is fine. We have unmuted all your mics. If you are willing to express your opinion, your suggestions, you are most welcome.
Yes, SP sir. Selva Perumal sir has raised his hand. Benedict, is he unmuted? Okay,
yeah, question. Yes. You unmuted. Selva Perumal sir, you can unmute your mic.
SP sir, you can.
Yeah, you can speak, sir. Yeah, you can speak.
First, you can teach basics like uploading document and then creating quiz like that. Then go for some advanced concepts.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do now. So we have learned the basics. Yeah. Today we are going to take a quiz, sir. Today, Selva Perumal sir. Today they'll take a quiz or other badges, other programs. Yes.
Okay. Any other suggestions or observations? And if, many of you have given a positive comment. Thank you for that. We just wanted to know if there is anything that could be improvised. If there is nothing, one suggestion that Mr. Krishant has given us, he has asked us to post the questions in the chat box so that it can be read out at the end of the session and can be answered. Yes, sir, we shall consider that. We are planning to have that. Any other suggestion from anybody else?
About the timing, madam, just want to propose to all our staff members. It's almost now 9:30, so we need at least 2 hours, no, to handle workshop. So I would say we can go up to 11:30 is fine. Now 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. I think okay, we have sufficient time to give us all this, tools and materials. Yeah, that's what. Okay. The staff members will go up to 9:30. Now it's up to 11:30. Now it's 9:30. So we need 2 hours.
Yes, Father, fine.
Yeah, by 11:30 we'll try to wind up. Yes.
I request the participants to mute your mic whenever you raise hand. If the key presenter or key speaker gives permission to ask question, then you can ask, please. Otherwise, we'll get some disturbance here and there. That's why. Thank you.
Ma'am, you can start the workshop, ma'am. You can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best, staff members, the team. Best of luck for today.
Okay, thank you, Benedict. Now we start. Until yesterday, just to summarize what we have covered. Until yesterday, you had learned how to what is the role of a teacher as an administrator of the course. You learned to create categories, courses, groups, and Benedict taught us how to have the resources uploaded, be it a page or a book. Initially, he showed us how a book could be given a title and added as a resource. And he also showed us how to add an external URL, embedding it as part of Moodle. And today we are going to be learning question bank and assignment, followed by discussion forum, quiz, lesson, and book in detail. Now, Johnsy will start with question bank. Shall we start, Johnsy? Over to Johnsy now.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to everyone. So yesterday, as ma'am said, as an administrator or as a teacher, you learn to customize your user dashboard as well as your course dashboard. Today, we are going to start with question bank and assignment. I hope most of you might have worked with it. I'm just going to share and recall what is question bank and how to manipulate it and how to create an assignment and evaluate the assignments. So today's outcome would be you will be able to create category to organize questions, and you'll be able to create, modify, delete questions, different type of questions for your course, and importing and exporting questions. The last one, to create and evaluate assignments. These are the outcomes of my session now. So to start with, question bank. So ultimately, as a educator, our goal is to prepare them for examination to score good marks. So in order to prepare them, we have a database of questions maintained with us to prepare them. I mean, by giving them online test or by quiz, or you can ask them to recall some of the questions to get them prepared. So question bank feature allows a teacher to create, preview, and edit questions in the database of question categories. You can create a category and you can add question to it. So question bank contains category creation, and you'll be learning different type of questions and adding questions, importing and exporting. So there are more than 12 question types are there in the Moodle, the latest version of the Moodle, and I'm going to explain only 7 type of it. So this is a teacher dashboard. I click on the course called Basics of Computer CA. This is my course. I have logged in as student as well as a teacher. So to show you how the question bank or assignment will be in the teacher's perspective screen as well as in the student screen. So to add question, you may select the course from your dashboard. So this is my dashboard, and these are my courses I have enrolled in. So now I'm going to create a question bank for the course Basis of Computer CA. So in order to add a question bank, you will find an icon at the right corner of your screen. Just click and click on More.
Excuse me, Johnsy, just a minute.
Yes.
All the faculty members have access to the same course. Since computer basics is common for all the departments, we have added a course for session 2. Please work with that. You can start working with the activities under this course. Thank you, Johnsy. You can start.
Yes. So when you click, you will get the page of course administration. Here, you will find a separate section called question bank. So question bank has 4 tabs: questions, categories, import and export. So before we move on to the questions, I want to explain what is category. So category is nothing but you are organizing your questions based on the unit or based on its mark, whatever it may be. So to organize it, you may create a category before you add questions. So when you click on the category, you will get a add category page. And if your category will be the parent category, I mean main category, you may select a stop and give the name. For example, I'm creating a category as 2 marks. So all the 2 marks from 5 units will be under this category. It depends on the it depends on the teacher. You may organize your questions based on the unit or based on the marks or whatever it may be. So I'm creating, and some information about this category. These are 2 marks questions from all the 5 units. Some sort of info you can give. An ID number is a unique ID to refer this. It is not mandatory. You need not to give that. Just click on add category. So hope you find the category is created. Again, one more category. Select top, 5 marks. So you have created 2 categories. Again, if you want to create a subcategory under this, for example, 2 marks, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. If you want to create a subcategory under this, you select the parent category, unit 1. So parent category is 2 marks. Under this, unit 1 is a subcategory. You can create as many subcategory or main category according to your course preparation. You may create it. In case if you want to edit it, so you want to give some other name or you want to modify it, you may click on this button. The edit category screen gets open and you may edit it. For example, instead of 2 marks, 2-mark. Just click save. So the category name gets updated. Suppose if you don't want this category, if you want to delete the category, you will find a bin icon here. Just click. The category will be deleted. So if you want to move this category up and down, you may use this arrow. If you want to make it as a subcategory, the left arrow can be used. If you click this, it will move up and down. If you use right side arrow, it will be as a subcategory under the main category. For example, I want to make 5 marks as a subcategory under default. So automatically it will be a subcategory under this. If you don't want it, just click on the left arrow to move it to the main category. So once you create the category, we'll go in adding questions. So create a category and click on question tab here. So right now there are no questions in this category. When you want to add a question, select a category under which you want to add. Click create a question. So there are different type of questions are there. So our university focuses only on 2 marks, 5 marks and 10 mark questions. So when you have a class test or when you want to refresh a topic, you may give 1 mark as a quiz, or to prepare them for university examination, you may give us essay type of question. Even for mathematics students, you may use calculated multi-choice to give them a problem with the different sets of value on which they can calculate and they can give us an answer. So I'm going to explain only 7 types. Once I explain this question type, I will give you the basic of adding, deleting, and previewing the question and adding tag to a question. So the first type of question is multiple choice. So when you want to have a question with a multiple choice, you may select this category, click on the multiple choice and click add. So question name, these are the default for all type of category, only the below portions may change. So first question name is just an identification, just an ID or a unique name given to a question name. Even this can be replicated. As a course teacher, you may give a unique name for a question. For example, I am marking it as Q1. So question text, who is the father of computer? So this is a question. I want to create it as a multiple choice. And what is the mark for this question? 2 mark or 1 mark based on the category you may give, and general feedback. So once they submit the question, submit the answer, what is the feedback you want to give? Good, you have given it, you have given answer. Some sort of feedback you may give in general feedback. Again, it is not mandatory. If you want to give, you may choose this option. An ID number, unique ID number for the question. It is also not mandatory. If you want to give, you may give unique number, and it is not automatically generated. You have to give a unique ID number. If you repeat it automatically, it will give you the messages. The question is already with the same ID number. And even though it's a multiple choice question, you may have one answer or multiple answer. So for this question, I have only one answer. And if you want to shuffle the choices, for every run, if you want to shuffle the choices, you may check it. Otherwise, you need not. And numbering style, whether you want to make it as A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, numbering style can be selected. And you need to give the answer here. So first answer is the wrong answer. I don't want to give any grade for it. And feedback, if they select this answer, you may say you're wrong. And choice is choice 2. I'll give you the correct answer. If they give this answer, I'll give 100%. I mean full mark. 100% is nothing but if this question carries 1 mark, 1 mark will be allocated. Feedback, correct. Third, some name. So this is a wrong answer. I don't want to give any grade. Again, you're wrong. This message you can give, you can even set an image for the wrong answer. So once you have given the choices, click save. So multiple choice type of question is added here. You want to know how this question will be displayed for the student. So when you want to know, click on preview. So this is how it will be displayed to the user. And you can verify whether you have given correct question, I mean, whether the options are working or not. So I'm checking the wrong answer. Just submit. So the message you have given in the feedback will be displayed here and the correct answer. So you will find the left corner. If it is a correct answer, it will grade it with the full point. If it's a wrong answer, it will not grade. So when you want to check with the correct answer, start again. I'm giving the correct answer. So this is correct. And you will find the mark are graded properly. So you can check the preview of the question by clicking preview option. And one more section I want to explain to you of combined feedback. So this is this section is common for all type of question. if for any correct response, what is the message you want to give? The previous one is for the choices, and this is for the question. For any partially correct answer, what is the message you want to give? And for incorrect response, what is the message you want to give? Even here, you may choose a image of a smiley button or some of the images. You can insert it here to be displayed when they give a correct or a right answer. So this is the first type of question under question bank. The second type is true or false. Again, just click on create question. Second type of question is true or false. Select and add. Again, question name. I'm giving a question as keyboard is output device. State true or false. So keyboard is output device. So the mark, you can give it here, general feedback. And what is the correct answer for this question? So actually keyboard is the input device. So the correct answer is false. So what is the feedback you want to give? The feedback for response. For true, you're wrong. Keyboard is input device. And if they so based on the answer, you may give the feedback response. Click save changes. Again, when you want to see how it will be displayed to the user view, click on preview. So keyboard is the output device. False. So this is how. So the mark will be updated here. For the wrong answer, so you're wrong, keyboard is the input device. So the mark is not graded for this question. So this is the second type of question. And third type is matching. So we know the match the following question type. So if you want to create a question of that sort, click on matching and add ID. Match the following. And the mark general feedback and answers. For example, father of computer is correct answer, Charles Babbage. Question 2. Microsoft, Bill Gates. So we want to give more than one option for the student to choose. Need not to give a question. I'm just giving us some other name. So match the following. So it will be displayed as a combo. And father of computer, you may choose the right answer or a wrong answer. Microsoft, I have chosen the wrong answer. Submit. So your answer is incorrect. The correct answer is father of computer is Charles Babbage, Microsoft, Bill Gates. If I give the correct options, Microsoft, Bill Gates, Charles Babbage. So the marks are graded, and so any number of questions and answers can be imported in matching, and the students can choose accordingly. And the fourth type of question, short answer. Neither it is a true mark or a 1 mark question. You want to have a 1 or 2 words as an answer. So in that case, you may choose short answer. Again, question question name. So before you're adding any question, make sure you're adding it in the proper category. So I'm adding all the questions in 2 marks. So I don't do anything with this. So when you add questions, make sure the proper category is selected. And short answer. What is computer? So I want to have a word electronic machine or electronic device, something. So remember, when they give answer, we cannot expect the same case from the student. So make sure no case is unimportant. But when you use a keyword, for example, in programming, if you use keyword, it should be the case sensitive. So you can choose case must match. For this question, I need not to match the case. Case is nothing but be it of lowercase or uppercase or combination of both. So answer 1, electronic device. If I give this answer, I mark it as 100%. Even electronic machine. So if they say this answer, I grade them 90%, even 100%. So the grading, it depends on the teacher. Even for this, you may give 100%. So apart from this, if they give any more answer, I will not give any mark. I will mark them 0. Just click preview. So what is the end? I say electronic. So the correct answer is electronic device. So marks are not graded. Suppose if you find electronic word, you want to give half mark. In that case, you can use pattern matching. Again, I edit. So if you find so electronic device 100 full mark, electronic machine 90%. If they say electronic star, it can be anything after this or before it. So I'm just grading 80%. So if you find that word, you may give some mark. So preview, electronic. So correct answer is electronic device, but partially I have marked for the answer. Part of the answer I have marked. So this is short answer type. Next type of question is numerical. For some question, the answer may be from range. For example, the student may give answer from 100 to 105. So if you want to, for example, if we ask for the bus number, they can say from 1 to 6. Or if I ask them for a temperature of the room, they can say the numbers between 98 to 100. So if you want to have range of answer to be marked, you may choose numerical. Question 5. What is the temperature of your room? So please, these questions are just for the sample questions that I'm demonstrating. So actual use of it, the question type may vary, depends on your need. So answer, for example, correct answer is 100, but they can say either 98 or 101. So the error can be, the range can be from 98 to 101. So error is 1. The number before this 100 and after number can be calculated as a correct answer. So I'm going to grade it as 100%. Save changes. Review. So for example, if I give 99, it will be treated as a correct answer and it is graded properly. And suppose if I give 98, so it is wrong. The correct answer is 100. For example, for calculating the grade can be, if they give A category, the marks can be from 85 to 100%. 100%. So some sort of range you can give using this type of question. And next type is essay type. So essay type, like our university syllabus, if you want to give 2 marks, descriptive 2 marks, descriptive 5 mark or 10 mark, you may choose this. You may choose this type of question. Question 6. Explain about write 15 lines about input devices. So when you want to have a descriptive type of answers, you may choose essay type and default mark 5 mark or 2 mark, whatever it may be. And very important options is a response option. How do you want the response from the student? Be it a HTML editor with a file picker, plain text. So usually we select as a HTML editor to look like this. So they can bold, they can change the font, and they can include numbering, bullet and numberings. And do you want the student to enter the text, or a text is optional? So when you want them to enter, so please choose this option. And input box size, it is start from 5 lines to 40 lines. If it is a 2 mark question, 10 to 50 lines are okay. 5 mark question, 30 and 40. So you may choose, depends on the mark. And do you want to make them to attach a document with their answer? If so, give the number of the attachment. And if attachment, what is the number of attachment you need for this? Either 1, 2 or 3. And a type of the file you want to attach as a image file or PDF, whatever it may be, you may choose this option. Right now I don't want to have any attachment for this answer. And response template, so when you give a question, the student may choose their format of typing the answer. But when you want to set up a format across all the students in your class, you may create a template here. First, I will leave it empty and I will show you how it looks. Then I will give a response, template, and I will give you the preview. And grader information, what is the information you want to give it to the grader? For example, if you find this answer, you just give them full mark. Or this question carries this, these are the factors that you need to expect from this answer. So some sort of information, or who is going to evaluate, some sort of graders information can be given it here. And just click save. Preview. So this looks like, so the students can start answering and they can submit it. The grading will not be done now. The evaluator will see the answer, read the answer, and then the evaluator give marks for it. So when they submit, the marks will not be given as of now. So I'll show you what is the response template. For example, for this question, write 59 about input device. I want the student should answer, what is input device? Input devices, they have to list, and use of input device. So I want them, I'm creating a template on which the student should answer. Make it, format it and save. So when you don't give anything in the response template, the student can choose their own template to answer. If you give a response template, so they have to answer like this. But you can remove it. Even then, you are giving some notes to the student that this is what expected from the evaluator. So some sort of notes you can give. So based on it, the student can answer for the question. So they can type and they can submit it. It just an overview and the expectation of the evaluator from the student. And it is not mandatory. You may leave it empty for the students to type on their own. And two more type of question. Calculated. So upcoming calculated multi-choice and calculated simple will be useful for the mathematics department. For example, I want to calculate the area of triangle. I don't want to, for example, length 8, breadth 6. What is the area of triangle? Sorry, rectangle. Now, I don't want to fix up a value here. I want it to be dynamically changed. I can create a data set of the values, and as and when the student attend the question, the value may change. So in that case, I'm creating a wildcard. I mark it as L and then mark it as B. So these are the wildcard. Now, so what is the answer formula? It should be L into B. If they done it correctly, I mark them 100%. And tolerance, if can be in fraction point, it may vary. So tolerance you can give, and what are the decimal places that you want to enforce to the student, and the feedback for this answer. Click and save. Now, so I'm going to use the private data set like before, and I'm going to give a value for this L and B. So you may change the value here according to you. For every wildcard, values from minimum to maximum and decimal places and how to distribute. You can set it and click on add. So for the students, the value will be 6.2 and 6.7. In the place of L and B, this will be replaced. So just save changes. So this will be 6.2 and 6.7. So every time you need not to change the value going, just add any number of values in the data set. So the system automatically, dynamically takes the value and it displays to the user. And the answer, sorry, 6.2 into 6.7. So it's 41.54. So the answer is correct. Automatically it gets calculated. In case if I give a wrong answer, 45. So the correct answer is this and 41. And for mathematics, the units are the major element from the answers. If you don't give proper unit in the answer, the marks can be reduced. So to enforce it, for example, L centimeter and B centimeter. And you can add units here, unit handling. So when you don't want to bother about units, you can leave it as it is. When you want to insist on the unit, so you can give, if they miss the unit, 0.1% penalty will be taken from the marks. For example, if it is a 1 mark, 0.1% will be deducted. And they have to enter with the answer. So unit correct answer would be cm squared, centimeter squared. Just click save. Click on preview. If I give 41.54 without the unit, so 0.1% mark automatically is deducted from the original mark. If I give the correct answer, 41.54 centimeter squared, so the answer is correct and marks. So in this case, you can enforce the student to type the units along with the answer. So the last type of the question is drag and drop. Create a question, drag and drop into text. For the question, you may ask the student to drag the answer and leave it in the place where it's supposed to be. In that case, you can choose drag and drop into text. The same thing, markers and images. They can drag and drop the image, or they can drag and drop the text. So question 8. So pick up the input devices from the list below. So now I want to add the choices. For example, keyboard, mouse, printer, and what else? Joystick. So the correct answer would be keyboard, mouse, and joystick. So you will find the choices right here. Just you can give here 1, 2, and 4. Just click save. So pick up the input devices from the list below. So they have to choose keyboard, mouse, and joystick. If I give the correct answer, so the marks graded and it is displayed. Suppose if I give the wrong answer, so these are the 3 correct answer and you have chosen the wrong answer. So even the image can be dragged, and so different type of questions. If you had the students will eagerly waiting to attend quiz or online test. So that's how the same options are available even for the other questions. You may try out on your own. In case of any difficulty, you can always get back to us anytime. We will be ready to help you. So once you add the question, you may edit the question, any of the question, by clicking edit button. So as I showed you previously, you can edit the question and you can click save changes. So depends on the question type, the options are displayed. And when you want to delete a question, you may delete using this bin button. So for example, I want to delete this fourth question. So clicking on the delete button, it will ask you to confirm whether to delete or not. So the question will be deleted. And suppose if you want to move some of the questions from one category to another category. So in that case, select the questions which you want to from 2 marks to 5 marks. So select this question and select the category on which you want to move. Select it and click move to. So these 3 questions are moved from 2 marks category to 5 marks category. And 2 marks, only 4 questions are there. And when you want to duplicate a question, when you want to have the same question for a same type of setting, only the questions may differ. In that case, you may duplicate this question and you may change only the name. For example, for essay type, I want to duplicate this question. So click on duplicate. So automatically the same settings will be there. You may change the question name and instead of input, I may change it to output devices. And click on save changes. A copy of the question is the copy of the question is created again, and you may with a few changes with the question. And tag, the last feature is tag. Every question has tag. So tag is nothing but be it of any category or be it any type of question. If you want to organize the question under a common name, you may create tag. So for example, for this question 6, I want to tag it as unit 1 question. It's just for searching purpose. It is nothing to do with the category. It's just for searching purpose. For example, in Google search, when you type a keyword, you will get to know all the sites or material under that particular word. So if you want to have a same type of effect here, for example, for question 5 mark question, I have created unit tag. Same way, 2 marks, I'm going to create a tag as unit 1. So when you can create search questions by tag, the questions under unit 1 gets displayed. If you don't select, since you have selected as 2 marks, only the 2 mark, the questions under 2 mark category are listed. If you select top, be it of any category, the questions will be displayed, even though the questions are under different category. So that's how the questions. So how to make use of these questions for a quiz, online test, or lesson activity will be taken up by Mr. Satish and Mrs. Priya. Any clarification? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. I would request the participants to post their questions, or shall we move on with the next one, or would you like to have a break of 5 minutes wherein you will try out at least 1 or 2 options available under it, because it had been 45 minutes and you had been, I mean, listening to it. So it mustn't become too harsh on you. So if you would like to work it out for 5 minutes, please let us know.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking. Check out to that.
By chat? Yes. Yes, ma. Sam? Sam, who is it? Hello? Hello?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am. Benedict. Okay, dear participants, if you have any queries, you can post it in the chat box. The key presenter will give the answer for your queries. Thank you.
Yes, Janki, you can continue.
Okay, ma'am. So, question bank, just summarize. Question bank, it's just a repository to hold all the different type of questions with a different type of category for your future use. You need not to create a question for your lesson or for any other activity again and again. Once you have done, it is done for till your course completion stage. The second main activity is assignment. So assignment activity provides a space into which a student can submit work for teachers to grade and give feedback on. This saves paper and it's more efficient than mail. So in order to create assignment activity, you're going to learn how to create, how to modify assignment settings, and how to evaluate and report. Only these two things I'm going to show you demo. So again, select the course of yours which you want to create assignment activity. So if you want to create a separate section for assignment is also okay. Or if you want to give a unit wise, it depends on you. Click on add an activity or resource, select assignment, add. So adding new assignment to computer basics course gets displayed. I mean, this is a topic, assignment name, unit 1, assignment. Description, you may give the question and what is the expectation from the students. The smart description about the assignment can be given here. For example, write about submit assignment on input and output devices. So you can mention even font, what is the size you want to be. If you are asking them to submit it as a document, number of pages and file type should be PDF. So some sort of basic information you can give it in a description box and click on. If you want it to be displayed on the course page, you may select it, otherwise you need not. And for this assignment, if you want to give some notes with the manual, with the document which you have, you may upload a file for the student reference. And availability, when do you want to start the assignment submission, what is the due date and what's the cutoff date, and when do you want to remind the evaluator to grade. So that sort of settings can be given here. And type, do you want them to type online text like essay question, or you want them to submit it as a file? If it is file, what is the maximum number of file uploaded? 1. And what is the size of the file you want to have? And what is the accepted file types? For example, I want them to submit only as a document file or as a PDF file. So I may select, and a document file, I may select only PDF. So all the students will submit only their assignment as a PDF file. If they try to select any other type, automatically the system stop them in uploading. And feedback type.
India.
Feedback type. So if you, when you evaluate it, if you want to give a feedback, these options are selected by default. And when you want to give a comment in line with the assignment, you may select it as yes. And submission setting, when they select a file and when they save, so automatically the assignment gets saved, submitted to the teacher. So you want the student to confirm their submission. So to recheck whether they have selected proper file or they have given the correct settings. In case if you want to do that, require the student to click the submit button, make it yes, and confirm yes. And if you want to give more than one attempt to submit, you may choose attempts reopen to manually or until automatically until they pass. Otherwise, if you don't want, only once if you want them to submit the assignment, you can choose it as never. And if for subjects like EVS or a soft skill, they submit the assignment as a group activity. So in that case, a course is enrolled with a number of students, and you can create in your course dashboard, you can create groups, and the group members can submit the assignment. And notification, notify the graders about the submission. If the email is configured with this Moodle, automatically mail sent to the grader, even the student. And yes, and about the late submission, if you want to have, yes, default settings, notify the student. If you want to notify the student, you make it yes, otherwise no. And grade, what is the maximum mark you are giving, and what is the grade to pass. If they get 8, they pass. And if you want to restrict access, in BC department, we have 2 sections, but the same courses had the same courses displayed for both the classes. In that case, as a course teacher of A section, if I want to give them the separate assignment, I can add restrictions here. I can select only that group. So select and click save and return to course. So the unit assignment topic, the unit assignment is created here. So I'll come back to the student dashboard. This is student dashboard. So when the student log in,
Jansi ma'am,
yes, ma.
can you please reshare your screen, ma'am? It is there in the teacher's dashboard, ma'am, still now.
No. Is it Mozilla Firefox is visible, JP?
No, ma'am. Please stop your sharing. Once again, you share, click share, and choose the student browser.
Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is student dashboard. So when they log in, so they will get to the, under the timeline area, they will get to know a reminder of new assignments detail. When they click, so automatically it takes to the place where they can see the description of the assignment and other details. Click add submission. So as I restrict to PDF file, they're supposed to select only PDF file. If they try to select other file, automatically the message comes as the file type is not allowed. I'm trying to select it as a text file. Upload. The text file types cannot be accepted. So if I select the proper file name, upload this file. So it is too large. The maximum size is 50 KB. I'll change the size. Select and upload the file. So save changes. So if they click Save Changes, this assignment will not get submitted unless they click Submit and confirm the submit assignment. So they confirm. So the assignment is submitted to the grader. If the email is configured in Moodle from the administration side, automatically the grader will get email of stating this so and so has submitted an assignment for grading. And if the student want to give any comment, time is too short, ma'am. Some sort of comment if they want to note to the evaluator, they can save comment. And from the teacher side, when they click, so participants are 8 and only 1 have submitted and 1 needs for grading. So click on view submissions, view all submissions, and others have not submitted, only this.
Ma'am, can you, hello?
Hello, yes ma'am.
Ma'am, can you stop the screen share and then once again you start screen sharing, ma'am?
Now?
Okay, ma'am, now it is visible. Now you can explain.
So you will see the submission of John C. And you can see the comments. She has given it here. And when you want to grade, click grade. So you may download the content and you view the content and you may grade it out of 10. So I grade it as 8. And still, and feedback. What is the feedback of yours to the file, to the assignment worker? Till you explain the features of input and output devices. So you can give your own comment and organize the headings properly and just save changes. So when the student will be notified of their graded information. So it's graded, the grading information. So he or she is graded a 8 out of 10, graded by John C. and the comment that I have given. So this is how the assignment works. So any, ma'am?
Yes, Jansi. Yes,
Yes,
Jansi.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I have completed an assignment and question bank. Hope I have shared I shared the knowledge which I have on these two activities. You can ask me in case if you have any clarification on this.
Just in case the participants are perturbed, don't worry. The recording of this session is available on our website, college website. So you can go through it, because I understand it had been a tedious session, 1 hour continuously, and you did not have time to practice simultaneously. So don't worry, the recording is available on the college website. You can have a look at it and then practice for your subjects. Fine? Okay, shall we proceed on with the next one? Mr. Satish can start.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you.
I'll stop sharing, ma'am.
Ma'am, is my screen visible, ma'am? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Proceed, sir.
Okay. So last session, we have got how to work with assignment and the question bank. So now we are going to start with the announcement and discussion forum. So let me start with the announcement and discussion forum first. So announcement and discussion forum is the useful thing to communicate to the students. At first, announcement is a one-way communication to give some news or important things to the students in one way. That means you can able to spread the news to the students cannot able to respond back. The different one is the discussion forum, where you can able to give something or discuss with the students. You will post a question or information to the students, and students will start responding it to you as a reply. So let me start with the announcement. So here in the screen, you can see an announcement. It is a default one. It is already created. Whenever the course is created, it will default and it will be there. So even if you want to create another one apart from this announcement, or you want to change the name of the announcement, you can able to edit the title. And you can able to change the contents here. Apart from that, if you want to go for one more announcement, or if you want to give announcement to every unit what they are going to learning out of the unit, or if you want to give the outcomes of getting the unit, you can able to go for edit, and you can able to click the duplicate. So and copy of the announcement will come here, and you can able to edit the announcement name as I already said. And if you want to move the announcement, initially it will be at the start, that means at the top. If you want to move it to somewhere, for example, now I'm moving the announcement to the topic 2. So here under topic 2, if you want to give the announcement, you can able to move it by clicking the 4 arrow button. So how to add contents into the announcement? So here you will have add new topic. So once you click, you will have the subject. So here subject is so like this. You can give message to the students, and you can able to post it to forum. So once you post it, it will be displayed here as the message to the students. So how you the student will view this? Here, if you come in the teacher's dashboard, there you will have switch role to. Click that switch role to. Here you will have switch role to 3 different options: non-editing teacher, student, and guest. So if you click student, so now you became student, and this is the view you will get in the student side. Let me show it. So announcement is here. So it will be given like this. So the students will view like this. So next thing, again, I'm switching the role to the teacher. So it's switched to teacher now. So next thing is how to create the discussion forum. So now I want to create a discussion forum. It is not like announcement. So what I'm going to do, under topic 3, or I will delete this. So I want to make an discussion forum. Now I'm turn editing on, and I'm going to add an activity or resource. Here you will have add an activity or resource. In that, here you will have forum. Click it and give add. So in that, we'll have the forum name. So now I'll give the forum name. Forum name is History of Computers. So now give the description. Share your informations about history of computers. So once you have given, and you will ask for forum types. There are 5 types. First one is a single simple discussion. Second one is each person posts one discussion, question and answer forum, standard forum displayed in a blog-like format, and standard forum for general use. Defaultly, it will be in the standard forum for general use. So now I'm going to select the same. If it is a standard forum for general use, normally it will have how the forums can be used. In the same manner, the students can able to respond as a reply. Let's start with the single simple discussion. The single simple discussion forum will have a single discussion topic, and it cannot able to allow the students for go more than one topic, or they cannot able to post their own topic. Next one is each person posts one discussion. That means you started with the question, and the students can able to post one question from their side, and all of them can able to respond for the questions, either by the students' question or by your questions. And question and answer forum is you will ask a question, the students only answer for the questions alone. They cannot able to create any questions. And the standard forum displayed like a blog-like format, how a blog will work. The students can able to post their questions, and other students can able to answer that, and they can able to write anything or add videos in that. So now we'll go for the standard forum for general use. It is a forum with open to both students, and they can able to discuss on any time in any manner. So I'm clicking that. Next, availability. So if you want to restrict the forum for a certain period of time, you can able to set it, but I don't want to give it. It is open. Next, attachments and word count. So the files you want to allow them to add either video files or some text files, you can able to give restriction here. The maximum size you can able to go up to 8 MB. Up to the site upload limit, but I'm setting 500 KB, and then I'm giving maximum attachments is 1. If you want to set the word count, you can set. If you say yes, it will give word count 2. So next, subscription and tracking. So there are 4 types. One is optional subscription. If they want to address the forum, they can able to come in optional subscription. In forced subscription, definitely they need to address. They will automatically pull into the forum to see what is there in the forum. Auto subscription is both. And subscription disable is they don't want to view the question. They cannot view the question, or they cannot able to answer the questions. So I am giving forced subscription because everybody want to see the forum and they want to address it. So retracking, it's optional. And discussion locking, do not lock discussions, because the discussion locking will make how much time the forum is open to the students. So I don't want to lock the discussion in a certain period. So I'm giving do not lock discussions, or you may set from 1 day to 1 year, or else open to all the time. Next, post threshold for blocking. If you want to block on the time period which is mentioned, you can able to block it, or else you don't want. So whole forum grading. So if you want to go for a question and answer session, if you want to grade it, you can grade here by giving the scale or point value. So you can able to get the ratings. So average of ratings or count of ratings or maximum rating, minimum rating, sum of ratings you can able to get. So if you want to get the ratings of your forum discussion, you can able to get here by setting it here. No ratings I'm giving. And common module settings. So on course page, if you want to display it or hide from the students, you want to set it. So I am setting it as show on course page. And if you want to restrict to the group, you can able to go here by separate groups or visible to all the groups, or if you want to show it to all the persons, all the students, you can able to go for no groups. And restricts action also, you can able to add the restriction either after completing an activity. If you want to make them to come into the forum for answering, then you can able to set the activity completion or date wise or grade wise or user profile wise, or you can able to set in the combination of all these four, or you can able to go for one more option is groups. So if you have created groups, group wise also you can able to restrict. So activity completion, there are three options. One is do not indicate activity completion. That means whether they have completed or not. Students can manually mark the activity as completed. They themselves will ensure that they have completed and show activity as complete when conditions met. So automatically when the conditions met, we will set the conditions as per the conditions. If met, the activity is over. Especially it will be used for the question and answer session. So I'm giving do not indicate activity completion. So save and display. So next you need to add a new discussion topic here. So I said history of computers. So I'm adding the subject generation 1. So give your answers about generation 1 computers. So that's the message. So I am posting it to forum. So once it's posted, it will be available and the students will start answering it as a reply. So reply is, I'm saying UNIVAC. It will be added like this. It will be shown to the user. So this is how the discussion forums can be created. If it is a question and answer session, for example, here I have gone for adding a discussion. Here it is coming as a add a new discussion topic. In case if I am going for question and answer forum, so it will ask add a new question, not a discussion. So that's the difference. So hope you all understood what is discussion forum. Is there any questions you may ask?
Any questions? You can proceed, I think. Nobody has answered.
Okay.
There is one query to Johnsy which can be answered at the end of the session, today's session.
Okay, ma'am. So let me go for question bank and quiz creation. So now I'm moving towards the subject again.
Yes, everybody, it looks like everybody is tired. You want a break of 2 minutes? Hello? Hello, Sam or anyone can respond.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Sam. Tired, huh?
Continuous, no? Continuous session.
Okay. Shall we give a break of 2-3 minutes? Meanwhile, a question can be answered then.
Yeah,
Yes?
some interaction should be, ma'am. Better.
Okay. Okay. Maybe a stretch out break. Fine. We now the time is 10:47. Now it is 10:47. We shall start at 10:52, 10:55. Okay. 7 minutes break. Now it's 10:48 exactly. 7 minutes break. 10:55 we start. Until then, Jansi, there was a question to you by Bhaskar. He asked if 50 match the following questions could be uploaded at the same time. Is there any template for it? Would you like to answer?
Ma'am, Bhaskar sir, you can
50
create.
questions.
I just want to clarify. You want 50 options in the match the following question type, or 50 match the following questions?
50 match the following question, ma'am. Different question.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is possible, sir. You can create one question, one match the following questions in the using question bank option. You just export the file. I mean, they export the particular category, and you may get a Moodle XML format. Using XML editor, you may update the same question for different sets of input. So 50 questions, you can add it in the XML editor, and you can import it to the Moodle, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
That's how we can do it. There are no other options, sir. Either manual entry, question by question, or using
It will
XML
take
editor.
a lot of time, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I understand. Otherwise, using XML editor, there is no other option, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bhaskar, we were talking about the hot potatoes, no? I think
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Shino
ma'am.
has got it downloaded. You can ask him for a copy of it and
Okay, ma'am.
try it with that. It's very easy. You have even options for creating crossword puzzles, match
Yes,
the
ma'am.
following, and many more creative games are available
Yes,
in
ma'am.
hot potatoes. You can use that, ma.
So, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I'll
Not
try,
only
ma'am.
that, ma'am, there is another tool called Exam View. In that also we can able to create, ma'am. These are all
Is it
open source. But
okay,
iSpring, there is an excellent tool called iSpring. That's not an open source, but it is also support you to create different kind of questions in different manner.
Okay, could you just post the name of the tool or open source tool in the chat box so that the others may also use it, ma?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. I'm sure all the faculty members, I mean, including me, all of us are tired, I think, continuously, no? So let us give them a break of 5 minutes. Let's start at 10:55. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, JB, you can play some video clipping, JB, to keep them occupied for 5 minutes.
Ma'am. Okay.
Anything that is immediately available. Exactly at 10:54 you stop and 10:55 we start.
Okay, ma'am. Shall I play the hot potato test, how it works?
Yes, please display.
That is a 2 minutes video. I will share that video, ma'am.
Okay, that will be better.
Okay.
Short, very short.
Yes.
முடிச்சிட்டேன் நான் நாளைக்கு காலையில 9 o'clock 8:40 போவேன். Tomorrow I have to demonstrate up. Thank you, Chana. May God bless you.
Ma'am, can you please check it whether it is audible?
You play it Benedict, we are able to see the screen.
Okay. So this is the icon of the software.
Is there any audio there? No audio is being played.
Okay, I'll check it. I'll check it.
No audio, only visuals we are able to see.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check it.
Okay.
Increase your volume, JB.
Sorry. I'll
Potatoes software to upload questions to Moodle server. This is the so once you click on that, this new window will open. In that, select J quiz. In this video, we'll see how to use Hot Potatoes software to upload questions to Moodle server. This is the icon of the software. So once you click on that, this new window will open. In that, select J quiz. Once you click on that, another window will open. Here we can type our questions. So first field is title. Here you can give the name of topic to which the question belongs. For example, I have given name as introduction, and here we can type the question. For example, I have typed this question. After that, you can give the options over here. So first option I will give as 13, second one as 10, third one as 0, and none of these. And out of that, the correct answer should be checked. So for example, here this is the correct answer, option C. So I will make a check here. So I will have 100% correct as the result. Okay. So after typing the questions of this question, next question, I can go to this arrow and I can type the second question here, and so on. After typing all the questions, we have to click on save, and you can save this file with any name at any location. So I'll just type test and click on save. After that, I can close this, and now that file is available here. So in the next video, we'll see how to use this file for importing questions on Moodle server. Thank you.
Yes, JB, we shall start.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Satish.
Yes,
Thank you, JB. Thank you. Yes, Satish, you can start.
So all are ready, ma'am.
Hello. Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, good, Preeti.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. And now we are going to see how the questions can be added in the quiz. Actually, the question bank is already explained to you how to create the question banks with different questions by Johnsy ma'am. Now we'll switch on towards the quiz creation. So now I'm going to create a quiz here under topic 2. So here you have to click turn editing on. It is already there. Then you have to go towards topic 2 and click add an activity or resource. and add an activity or resource, you'll have quiz here. So once you click the quiz and click add, you will get this window. In this, you will have adding a new quiz to topic 2. So here you need to give the quiz name. I'm giving quiz 2. The description is quiz of topic 2. So you may give anything where you are giving under unit 1, you can give quiz of unit 1, or if you are giving for the entire thing, quiz of the subject name you can give, maybe computer basics you can give, and say display description on course page. Next, the important part is timing. So here, when you are going to open the quiz to the students, click enable, and today date it will show 3rd July, and the time, the right time it will show. So if you want to open now itself, you can give open the quiz, or if you want to open it later tomorrow, you can able to set 2, 4, and you can able to set other things and say enable. For example, tomorrow morning 8 o'clock you are going to set, you can say 8 o'clock. You can able to click here for selecting the minutes. So now when you are going to close the quiz, so I am going to give 2 days time for closing the quiz. I am giving so 3 to 5 July 2020, and I want to close the quiz at evening. So I'm going for 12 plus, so 17 I am giving, and okay, so up to 5 o'clock it will be there. And what time limit you are going to give, because the students need to be limited when they are attending quiz. If you don't want to give any time limit, you don't want to enable this. If you are giving time limit, for example 10 questions, you are giving 10 minutes, you can give 10 minutes here. So based upon that, you can able to either change minutes or days, hours, or seconds, or weeks. You can able to set here. Depends upon the question you are going to, number of questions you are going to give, you can give that. So in which manner you are going to, when time expires, how the questions need to be submitted. Open attempts are automatically submitted. That means the open attempts will automatically submitted. Either the student is answered or not answered, it will automatically submitted. Or there is a grace period when open attempts can be submitted, but no more questions answered. So which are all the questions are open attempted, attempt for open, and that need to be given for submitting. Other questions, the unopened questions cannot be given with the grace period time. And third option is attempts must be submitted before time expires, or they are not counted. So I am saying open attempts are submitted automatically. So next, grade. So if you want to give grade to pass, if I am giving 10 questions, I can give 5 as a pass mark. And the next option is attempts allowed. So how many attempts you are going to give to the students? So if you are giving unlimited attempts, it is open. Any number of times they want to attend, you can able to give to them, or you can able to go for 1 to 10. So I am giving only 1 attempt. So after that, they cannot able to attempt the quiz. Only 1 time they can able to attempt. So or else, if I'm going for 2 times, you will have more option that what is the grading method. So since it is a quiz, so if it is a 1 attempt, that's the only value as grade it will be counted. When you are going for more than 1 attempt, you will have 4 options. One is highest grade, average grade, first attempt, and last attempt. Highest grade means which mark is high, it will be taken. Average grade means if you are giving 2 attempts or 2 or more, all the marks will be averaged and it will be taken up. The first attempt means the first attempt mark will be taken up. Last attempt means what is the last attempt, it will be taken as the mark. Whether it is low or high, it won't bother, it will take the last attempt mark. So I am giving only 1 chance, so there won't be any grading, it will automatically grade for the only 1 time. Next one is layout. So how your question is going to be shown on the new page. So every question is the optimal option. Other than that, 2 questions per page or 3 questions per page, you can able to go up to 50 questions per page. So I am giving every question. So each question will be shown on the page, and as well as you can able to go for free or sequential. Free means there won't be any sequential option. See, once next, you can able to select the question randomly by the numbers that is shown on the display. So I am giving free. Next question, behavior. So how you are going to show the questions? Shuffle within questions, yes, because since we are going to give the quiz, if the students, those who are sitting next, they can able to see the others question if it is not in a random manner. So you need to give the shuffle questions, yes. If you are giving no, then the question will be in the same order how you are posting it. So give yes. So how questions are behave is the most important thing. Deferred feedback with CBM like that. Deferred feedback means they won't get any information about the questions by going out of the quiz. And as well as if you are going for adaptive mode, they can able to refer somewhere. So you have to give the deferred feedback. Next, review options. So here it will have 4 options: during the attempt, immediately after the attempt, later while the quiz is still open, after the quiz is closed. So based upon the time setting, if you want to make your students to know the answer and other information that you are giving as feedback, immediately they want to know after attempting the quiz or while the attempt of quiz, you can able to select these options, else you can able to remove these options, either mark or overall feedback, all the things you are disabling. So later, while the quiz is still open, after they have attended the quiz, even this quiz is still open. If you are giving one more options, they can able to see that. If you are giving 2 times or 3 times they are attending the quiz, they may see the questions and they can able to answer once again to get more mark. So if you are giving only one chance, no problem at all, but still the quiz will be open and they cannot able to answer the quiz. But while you are giving more than one time, then the quiz will be open to them along with the marks as well as the answer also. So you need to remove this also. This is the right one. After the quiz is closed, they will get the results and what they have attempted, all the things. But since it is one time, I can able to select this also. So immediately they will get the marks and they will get the feedback also, whether the question is right or wrong, everything. Then appearance. So if you want to show the user's picture, and you can able to say, you can able to show the pictures also, and decimal places for grades. So automatically it will be 2. And decimal places in question grades, same for all. Yes, same for all. So show blocks during quiz attempts, no. Any extra restrictions if you want to give, since it is an exam, so if you want to make the student to attend along with their username and password, you have to give the password to them. Using that, you can able to give the password here, and which system they are going to sit. For that, the network address they can able to give here. So if it is given, then the particular system alone will be allotted to the particular students. And if this option is selected, they cannot able to deviate from the screen of the quiz. Full screen pop up with some JavaScript security. So that will happen. So nothing is here. Then we'll go for restrict access. So add restriction, already I explained it to you in the forum discussion. The same thing will be applicable here. Now we'll go towards the quiz creation. So save and display will make to come to the to this window. Here you'll have the edit quiz. So here we are going to add the questions. So once you click the edit quiz, here there is no question added to this quiz. So what we need to do, we need to add the quiz. It have 3 options. One is a new question, second is from question bank, and third is a random question. New question means how Johnson ma'am added the questions in the question bank. Like that, you can able to create a new question by selecting any one of the question type here. Now I'm going to explain you, since she explained you all, I'm going to explain you how you can able to add the questions from the question bank. So you want to add the questions from the question bank. There is no questions towards you. So I have already loaded a question quiz. So those questions are there in the quiz 1. Under quiz category it is there. So if you want to read this question or any of this question, you can able to add the questions, and you can able to add selected questions to the quiz. Else, if you want to import or you want to add new questions, what you have to do, you have to close this and you have to go for quiz 2, and here you will have question bank. There is an option called question bank. So from here you can able to add a question bank by importing the questions, any one of this format. So let me stop here up to this and go for how you can able to create it, because I'm going to, here you will have different formats of questions: icon format, Blackboard, embedded answers, exam view, GIF format, missing word format, Moodle XML format, and WebCT format. So in this, I'm going to show you how the icon format is working. It is a basic and a very easy manner to upload multiple questions. That means bulk of questions from the question bank, Blackboard, and embedded answers and all, exam view, GIF format and all. You need to depend on the software. This one, you don't want to depend on the software. You can able to work with the Word, and you can able to bring the questions here in the bulk manner. So I'm stopping here. I'm switching the window towards the question. I have questions here. I have created a question bank. So I have set of questions here. So I have created a question bank here for the basics of questions. So I am getting these questions to create a quiz. So I'm taking 3 questions from here and I'm pasting in a new window. And one more time, this is the multiple choice question. I'm going for a true or false question. So I'm taking 2 questions here. So next, fill in the blanks types of question. So certain things you need to understand here while you're going for creating a quiz question bank for uploading as a icon format in the question bank. The first thing is there is no need of any headings. The second thing is there is no need of any numbering, and your question need to be in a single line. You need to ensure that. So I'm changing now. Then the question, after that there won't be any gap in the options. Then you need to make the option need to be, for example, option A is to be in the caps along with the period and a gap, that means a space, and then your answer. So it will be recognized. This is the format you need to create the file, else it won't be recognized. So I'll show you with the demo why it is not recognizing, because it is the format that you need to create. Let me create this file. So then after this, you need to give the answer immediately. So answer in caps, and answer is P. You have to give like this. So like this, you have to edit all the questions. So all the questions you need to edit. So I already created a question like that. So edit it. So I have created the question like this, but you need to ensure that there is no gap in between. You have to remove the gap. So once you have created, you need to ensure that after a question, there should be a single space. There won't be any space in between, because if you have given space and it will create error. Let me show you how the space is going to create error. So you need to ensure this format is created for all the questions. So you need to save it. File, save as. While saving, you need to give plain text format. That means plain text of .txt file. You have to save it. So while you are saving, it will ask this method, this thing. There you have to give other encoding, and you So I have purposely created a space here. This space will give error while we are uploading. Let me go to the screen. So here you need to select icon format. So select icon format, and in general, so you have to go for, it is under quiz. So uncheck this and go for choosing file. So choose a file. So it is quiz2.txt. Open the file and upload this file. So after uploading, the file will be shown here in this box and give import. So the file will be come here. So all the questions, 11 questions are there. All the questions will be shown to you and give continue. So the questions will be listed here. So all the questions, they will get listed here. So once it is listed, you can able to add this question. So for that, you need to go again towards the quiz. Quiz 2. There you have to select edit quiz and add from question bank. So you have to select the category. So your category is quiz. So you have added the questions in the quiz category. So it is shown in the quiz. So which questions you want to import towards, add towards the question bank, you can able to select the questions. So I want to add all the questions, or else I want to remove one question. For example, I want to remove this question. I can remove it. I don't want to add it. So add selected questions to the quiz and it will be added in the question. So again, if I want to add another questions from question bank where ma'am selected, so I'm going for so here she have questions, she have given some questions. So I want to add these questions, I can able to add it to the quiz. So I have added the question. So now we want to go for viewing it. So again, you need to go to quiz 2. Here you can able to see preview quiz now. So it will show start attempt. So the question will be shown to you like this. So there is a problem where I have said that one question need to be shown in the per page. It is not there, but let me change it once again. So the question will be shown to you like this, and you can able to start answering the questions. The students can able to start answering the questions. So if you want to make any changes on these questions, you can able to click edit question here or any type of questions, and you can able to change the answers here. So you can able to make the changes on the questions. So for example, for this, if I want to change the answer, so I want to change the answer is here. So database I have given as answer, I want to change it. I can change the answer as something else by changing the value, grade values. So once you have changed, you have to save changes. And it will start the new preview, start attempt, and it will be shown like this. So we want to change the question view. So per page, one question will come here. Okay. So then once I will switch over towards the student view. So this is the student view. So the quiz will be available to the students. The student will start attending it. Attempt quiz now. So the quiz will come here towards the student. So he will start attending. So once the finished attempts, the answer will get saved and submit all and finish. So after that, submit all and finish. So the quiz was finished by the student. So now I will switch over towards the teacher login again. So here I'm going towards the quiz, and here I can see the grades. So grades will be available here. So this is the student name and student email address, state he finished the quiz, and date and time, when he started, when he completed, time taken, grade, and then all the answers, whether the answer is right or wrong, everything will come. This for one student it is showing. So if you're having 50 students, all the 50 students will be listed like this, and you will get the chart too. So this is how the grade will be taken for the quiz. So you can able to import the quiz also as a Excel or any other formats like HTML table, JavaScript, open document, or CSV, and it will be shown like this. So it will be, the report will be generated like this for the quizzes. The most important part here is, while you are taking the questions and you are converting into the text file format, there won't be any gap or there won't be any deviations in the prescribed format. If you are giving any number or you are giving any head, and as well as you need to ensure the spaces between one question and another question, you need to ensure that if there is any deviation, then definitely the questions will show the errors. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish. Thank you.
Any questions?
Want suggestion? Okay. Any questions? There was no question posted. I just want to know if there is any query posed to Satish. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am. This is Preeti. Shall I ask, ma'am?
Yes, Preeti. Yes, go ahead.
Satish, sir, very nice, sir. It was very good and easily to understand the points. Sir. Thank you very much for the session. I have only one doubt, sir. Is there any possibility to upload or add images in the question column, sir?
No, ma'am. As ma'am said, for the adding images.
Yes, sir.
Like that you can add, or you can go for edit questions. There you can able to include images, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
1 second, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Ma'am, here, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Here you can able to add your question, ma'am. Images, ma'am, wherever you want, either the question text, or if you want to add in the options answers, you can add by clicking the insert or edit image.
Okay,
Here.
sir.
Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it is
Okay,
clear.
thank you.
Sir.
Okay, thank you, Satish. Before we proceed, I just want to know, can we have Priya's session tomorrow, because it's already 11:30 and I'm sure all of you are tired. For us, it's not a problem because we can proceed, but then considering all of you, we thought we could have it tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. What is your opinion on this? One of you can answer me. Yes, Krishanta said yes. Anybody else?
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma. Yes. Okay, in that case, thank you, Johnsy and Satish. It was a wonderful session. I think many of us have understood how to work with it really, and hoping to have a fruitful learning tomorrow as we begin with Priya's session tomorrow. Due to lack of time, we are unable to complete it today. We shall have it tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Okay. Have a good day. Yes,
just
Father.
before concluding, just to thank all the people who really explained to us today, all the staff members. Also, thank you for organizing this one today's workshop. Maybe they can also, I request all the staff members, you can practice at home when you're free sometime today, this evening. Just practice and see whether you're able to carry out all the exercises that are given to you during the webinar today, workshop today. And if you got any doubts, you can always come back tomorrow. You can ask our staff members. You can get to know, you can clarify more things so that you'll have a better understanding of how to manage this Moodle LMS. That's all, madam. Ma'am, also you'll be sending the manual, no, ma'am, maybe by tomorrow sometime.
Yes, Father. I'm yet to receive one more last part of the handout from someone in the team. I'm waiting actually. Once it comes, I shall give it for compiling to Boscosoft and then circulate it among us.
That's what you can do with the technical support. Then you can do it.
Yes.
So
Today's session.
Yeah, also
Recordings
manual
are available
to you later. Manual, the complete manual of all this workshop. So it will be useful for you to exercise further. Yes.
Yes. And please complete the poll before you leave, because that is for attendance purpose, number one. And number two, we shall start at 9 o'clock. Just in case you have difficulty in following what has been done, please refer to the recordings posted on our website. The recordings from morning has been posted on our website. Please have a look at it and clarify your doubts. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you, Father.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, organizers. Thank you, professors. Thank you so much.
RK sir,
Yes, sir.
are you getting the poll report, sir?
No, sir. The second day polling is not happening. Just see, sir. Huh?
Yes, the polling is closed, I think so. See on the screen,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah,
it is
yeah. I'll
showing
just try
polling is
to
closed now.
relaunch it. I'll try to relaunch it.
Okay, sir.
You just try, Benedict?
Yes, sir. I will do.
Please try that.
Benedict,
Yes, ma'am.
feedback கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு I'm not able to see the screen for polling.
நீங்க co-hostல இருக்கறதால உங்களுக்கு வராதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் மேம். சார் ஆர்கே சார்
ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டுமா?
அவங்கள ரிமூவ் பண்ணுங்க சார். அவங்க போல் கொடுக்கட்டும் சார். co-hostல இருந்து எடுத்துருங்க சார். ஓகே. ஐயோ. Okay, done. Jansi ma'am, you can give now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
சார் ஒரு கண்ணாடி இருக்கு. ஒரு கண்ணாடி இருக்கு சார்.
இந்த மெயில் மட்டும் நான் பென்ட்ரைவ்ல போட்டு தரேன்.
நீங்க அனுப்பிச்சிருங்க.
நான் ஏன் அனுப்புறேன்?
என் மெயில் ஓபன் பண்ணி.
2 minutes.
ஒரு கண்ணாடி இருக்கு சார்.
Benedict is now.
Only 8 of them have given, I think so, sir.
Yes. Because the first poll has been initiated. That is why the problem happened.
Yes.
Actually,
Sir.
2
Okay,
polls.
sir,
Yesterday's poll is the new one.
Yes. I saw it on the screen, sir. It was showing day 1, like day 1 poll in the beginning. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Immediately I stopped it. Then before that, people left.
Okay. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. We have learned one thing.
Okay. No, I thought of deleting the first feedback, but I want the results. That's why I kept it. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Shall we close?
Yes, sir. Everybody gone.
So you want to see this one or?
Shall we wind up the session, sir? You can take the report of it. Okay, sir. So tomorrow we'll give them on time, sir. Then.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. I'm leaving, sir. Bye, sir.
வெண்டி அது போடுங்க சார். லீவ்.
என்ன பண்ணா மெயில் மட்டும் இப்போ வந்து ரெக்டர் அனுப்பிச்சு விட்டு வேலை முடிஞ்சிச்சு.
என் அக்கௌண்ட் மூலியமா
நம்ம உங்க மெயில் இருந்து. ஸோ யூ ஆர் ரெக்வெஸ்டிங் நவ் இன் ஆர்டர் டு மேக் யூ ஆஸ் என்ன சொல்றது ஸ்டூடெண்டாகவும் இருக்கணும். பட் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல he has to give some work for you in order to manage your financial support. சப்ஜெக்ட் மட்டும் போட்டு அனுப்பிச்சுட்டு